Tulsa Police are investigating after a 15-year-old was shot in the face this week at a home that had been rented for a get-together. Neighbors say this is the second shooting at the same house, and they don't want to see it rented anymore. News on 6's Kristen Weaver tells us how city leaders are now getting involved.
Neighbors say for this to happen once was terrifying enough, but to have a second shooting at the same home in just a matter of weeks means something needs to change. Doug Jones says his neighborhood near 13th and Harvard has always been calm, but in the past few weeks, all that has changed.
Woke up sometime during the middle of the night with gunfire going on all up and down this stretch of the street. I got up and looked out the front window. I could see bullets hitting the yard and people running around. They were beating on the neighbors next door trying to get into her house.
Doug says that shooting happened about 6 weeks ago and had all his neighbors worried. Some of them even had bullet holes in their cars and homes.
It was an unusual and scary sort of thing.
Police say this time on Monday, a 15-year-old was shot at the same house. Officers say a few teenagers were staying in the house and the shooting might have been accidental. That teenager is now recovering from surgery.
I heard from a number of neighbors, both in my email and by text and on social media, who were really scared and afraid.
City Councilor Laura Bellis represents this area and says she's working on solutions. She says these properties are bad for the housing crisis because they take homes off the market, and they're bad for attracting crime.
You have many in a residential neighborhood, which happens a lot in neighborhoods close to downtown. That contributes to public safety issues because less people know their neighbors.
It's becoming normal 2 times in 6 weeks, and so we'll hope for the best, going forward.
Police are still investigating and are working with those property owners to see what happens next. In Tulsa, Kristen Weaver, Oklahoma's own, News on 6.